What's going on, YouTube? We are here back with our 5th official podcast here on the channel. For the new viewers, I'd like to introduce myself again. 1/3 of Z3 here is Bang.
It's Psych.
It's Zay. And like I said, it's a lot to Zay here. We're back with our 5th official podcast. It's been a while since our last video, but again, we are back and we're here. Without further ado, just jump straight into it.
Let's go.
I think the best college team could be the worst NFL team.
No, hell no.
You don't think so?
No, hell no.
The
Neither
worst
one.
NFL team? Nah, because of speed and shit. Yeah, I don't know.
Like the who was the worst teams this year? The Jags and
Texans was ass.
the Texans was ass. It was the Jags and somebody else that was ass. I think the Jags was the worst.
Yeah.
You don't think Bama or Georgia could beat the Jags?
I don't know.
I do. I've always felt like that.
Yeah.
I know a few years ago, like when like the Lions was like 0-16, or like the Dolphins was real bad, or no, it was the Browns that was real bad, and I think that might have been like when that whole subject. I think that's when that whole thing, like that subject, like kind of took off around that time, and I always felt like, yes, my take on it is
That's tough.
I think it really depends on the players though. That's on a college roster.
But if we think about a team like Bama, damn near the whole roster is going to the league.
That's what I'm saying.
They're already league players.
Hell no, dude. All right, out of the 22 starters at Bama, maybe 15.
Half of them.
All right, half start in the NFL, and then
That's solid.
the other half probably are second string. But Bama's bench, like, bro, there's people from Bama's bench that like might be in the NFL like 1 year.
Yeah.
But like in football, it's weird. You damn near never go to the bench unless you like a running back or some shit like that.
But
Certain situations.
they just too deep in the NFL. Like, I don't know, bro.
A lot of I see what you're saying. So a lot of players that would be that starters or big time players in Alabama are coming off the bench in the NFL.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or like Trevor Lawrence, he the quarterback for the worst team, quote unquote. Like, he was cooking teams like Bama in college.
Yeah.
And imagine him now as a grown man, but then having help.
Playing with actual
Yeah.
top tier talent too
Like,
on his side. Yeah, I
that's
can see that.
Like, I don't know. I can't see it.
I don't know. I just felt maybe I got too much confidence in like Bama or something like that.
I think basketball is closer because, like you said, that Kentucky team, you got Anthony Davis, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That's 2 top 3 picks.
That's all it takes for a lot of teams like that. Like all you need is a couple players. So that's it.
I just feel like football.
Football is a little.
Do you
more,
feel like it's
got more
because of?
aspects.
Do you feel like it's because of like the physicality and like body growth,
I think that actually has a lot to do with it though.
Yeah, for sure.
like the weightlifting, the eating,
Well,
and
you
shit
got
like that?
You got
When
you got to think about the physicality part. You also got to think about the coaching because a lot of college coaches can't make it in the NFL. Their schemes and stuff are different. So if they sitting there trying to run basic college plays on an NFL team, it's going pick six every time.
And then college players aren't as smart as NFL players.
Yeah.
Like, some of them college teams don't even be running like.
And the speed is different.
Yeah.
The speed is way different.
So I just can't see
I
it.
think the only thing I would be able to like to speak on the other side would be like the physicality part. Like these grown men, mid 30, high 20-year-olds against 18 to 22-year-olds.
I'm about to say a lot of college, they're not playing against Bobby Wagner, dude. Like, imagine being a slot receiver and then you go across the middle with Bobby Wagner right there in college, like.
And that slot receiver about to be working at, I don't know.
Working from home.
A 9 to 5, 9 to 5 in a suit.
Yeah.
So you don't think that a player could ever come out of high school and go straight to the league in football?
I think it's tough. It really depends on the position. Like, you can get a kicker, like players like kickers and punters and stuff like that. But
what about the kids that be like grown men? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Even,
you got some of those 18-year-olds that's grown men.
Even still, they're still not used to that physicality. So like, they bully in high school, but even on the next level in college, all it takes is one other dude that's a grown man on another team to rock them, and then it's like, oh, that's what that feels like.
What do you mean by that?
Then you go to the NFL, and then it's like, oh, that's another step up. So it's like you pretty much just skipped a step. So like the college is a good cushion for a lot of those players to really understand like what they're getting themselves into, compared to when going to the NFL where now you there, so it ain't no turning back.
You think the NBA should go back to fresh out of high school?
Yeah, I think NBA should.
That's a no-brainer.
And I feel like that's the only thing. That's another thing that could help what you were saying, how basketball is easier because more people are ready to go straight to the pros at a younger age than having to develop through college.
Oh, for sure.
So I feel, I don't know.
Because you can be almost fully developed coming out of high school to be prepared to play against NBA talent.
But with the football thing, I was gonna say like I feel like certain positions like I feel like you can get like a slot receiver from high school and he could probably do a little something.
It's just the physicality part at that point.
Yeah.
So then it's like your first hit. Then it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's true. Like you take a nigga like I said nigga, but but you take a nigga to run a 4.2. You take a nigga to run a 4.2 in high school or 4.3. It's like he can do something in the NFL.
Oh, for sure.
Just run.
Like I said, then you got those grown men at 17, like Derrick Henry in high school.
Yeah.
Y'all there ain't no way. Like, yeah, it's Derrick Henry, DK Metcalf, stuff like that. People that just built in the bottle. Like,
I would have been hurt that game. If I had to play against Derrick Henry, no, I wouldn't have went to school. It would have been something that happened where I didn't have to play. You know, in high school or something, you missed like 2 periods or something. You have to be there at least half the day. I just wouldn't went to school or something. Like, you can't play today. I'd be like, damn.
Those posts, they be like, imagine like being in world history and you gotta play LeBron.
You gotta go and take an algebra test and guard LeBron the same night. Bro, hell no. Nah.
That's crazy.
No. Motherfuckers like that is different. I mean, I done had, you know, he wasn't Derrick Henry, but, you know what I'm saying? I played against the number 1 running back in the nation. That shit. We was just talking about that the other night. Everybody hit that motherfucker got hurt. I just laid down in front of him. He tripped over me.
That's tough.
got the tackle, though.
Hey, should have been counted as a tackle.
Tackle in the score sheet.
No cap. No cap. I'm going to go back to you saying nigga a minute ago.
What about it?
You know, it's a lot of, how do you say that? Animosity around that word. Especially right now.
Controversy.
Controversy, that's the word I'm looking for. I didn't pass English. Obviously in a setting like this, saying that, you know, it's all right. Do you say it like in public, like a lot, or like, you know what I'm saying, like, because some people, you got some people, like even black people, hear you say it and be like, or don't say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your thoughts on the N word, saying it?
I mean, I say it. I'm not about to be like in the middle of the mall, like, "Hey, nigga, what do you?" But I do like say nigga whenever I want, outside of like work and like just being, you know what I mean? Like,
Depends on the setting.
Yeah, but like I'm not about to not say it because I'm black. Like, I don't know.
So you don't feel like, how you feel about Caucasians saying it?
Nah, they shouldn't. Like, I'm not about to be like on their head for saying it, but I don't like them saying it.
A lot of times it's context. It's like your demeanor, like what you using it for.
Yeah.
What if they say it in a song?
Nah, they can skip it. They can skip it.
So it's not even if it's just the A at the end, not the ER?
Yeah, they shouldn't say that.
Why?
I just don't like just the historical context behind it. Like, you just shouldn't be saying it. Like I said, I'm not about to be like, you can't say that, but like, they shouldn't be saying it.
I feel it. What you think?
At this point, I don't really care. As long as it's not coming, at me racially, it's not gonna affect me. It's like I learned to just look past it. So it's like I don't really care. It's got thrown around so much. So it's at this point it's just almost another word.
So if like a white dude was if you driving down the street, pull up out a red light, a white dude beside you, and he's singing and say nigga, like it don't resonate to you. It don't matter to you.
No, it don't bother me at all.
What if a white boy coming, you know, your job and be like, "What's up, nigga?" Like,
still not gonna. I'm gonna laugh, but I'm not gonna get upset.
What if it was an old white man?
I might feel some type of way. But
I think that with me, I'm not gonna willingly allow, you know what I'm saying, white people to say it. I guess like I'm on your side with that. Like it definitely feels weird, and you would think some white people, you know, feels weird for them to even say to begin with. Yeah. But I feel like I'm on the side of like, and then that's why I'm on your side a little bit when it's like, it depends on how you say it. Yeah. Like if an old white man coming to me and say, you know, ER at the end, you know, a hard R, he might die that day. I'm gonna punch him in the heart.
It depends, cause like it ain't even that. It's just like if you just like, what's up, my nigga, like something like that, then it's like, what's up? I'ma laugh and stuff like that. But if you come over to me, it's like, come here, nigga. Like, no, chill, tone it down a little bit. Like, but
I just don't like it in general. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not about to, like how you said the red light example. I'm not about to get out my car and be like, oh, you said nigga. Like,
Don't say that.
like, I ain't tripping. But
like, what's up then?
Beep beep.
I was like, alright, but like, I just don't think they should say it. Like, I don't
So
know.
you, like your white friends, if you have white friends, it'd be like, you know what I'm saying, you've known them your whole life. You know, obviously know they're not racist at all.
See, that's tough. Cause
And it's like, this my nigga Zay.
I only know one person that says it that's not black.
How you feel about it?
It's weird because he's not white either.
Is it me?
Always. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's tough.
So you don't feel some type of way? I mean, you, like I said, you obviously know he's not racist.
Yeah. It's just the context, like you said. Like, if he just like.
So what if him, you know, your friend, you've known him, you know he's not racist at all. You don't care him saying with an A at the end. What if he got real mad one day and said the ER? You still wouldn't feel no type of way?
Yeah, but it's so weird because it's like you know him.
Yeah.
So it's like that don't even seem like a. Like,
There's not something he would do at all.
I can't
but
even
like,
fathom that. So it's like hard
But a lot
for
of
me.
people, like, it's hard to do it when
He
there's
black.
people close to you.
Yeah,
He not black, but he black.
Exactly.
It's people that's close to you that will have that respect for you not to do that to you.
Yeah.
exactly.
So it's like that. It's all about a respect thing too. So like some people you just gotta understand is like maybe they just grew up in that thing where they feel comfortable saying it around black people. But then like that's why it's like it's all about context. Because if they throw it in a different context, then it's like okay, you trying to make it a personal.
I got a lot of white friends, and most of them are like that. Like, you know, they have the decency not to say it around. I mean, shit, they might say it in their car or something by themselves, but obviously, you know what I'm saying, I don't know that. None of us have control over that. But I feel like most of them have the decency to not say it in front of me or in front of other, you know, black people. But it's a lot of them. It's almost that situation where like I've known them my whole life. So even if they do say it, it's like, I'll be like, whoa. But like, I'm not going to say nothing because I know they're not racist. Like, it'll just catch me off guard that they just said that because I've never heard it. Like, you know
somebody
what I'm
we mutually know did that to me one time when I was at NC State. He went to our high school. We played a game with him before. Over aggressive, you know what I'm talking about. But we was playing basketball at State. And like, we was playing with all his boys though, so like it wasn't nobody else that was going to look at him weird but me. But like it came out of nowhere because I ain't never heard him say it. But then I guess he got too comfortable around me and stuff and started saying it.
But you do got those, I know who you're talking about, but you do have those white people who say it almost too much.
Yeah.
And at some point it's like, all right,
Relax.
hold your horses. Like,
Relax.
once a time, you know, why you singing a song, cool, you know, but like, you going around saying it more than I say it.
No, they ain't about to sit there and rap YG in front of me though. My nigga, nah.
Like I said, I know they not racist when they say it, but I think it's almost cringy in a way.
Yeah.
When you hear
I think
a white
that's-
person say it, it's like,
That's the
bro,
thing. So like
Yeah.
it affect you, but it don't affect you at the same time. So you sit there like, okay, like that was uncalled for.
That's
but
weird.
Yeah.
But they find it weird. Like, there ain't many people that's gonna like say it in general and like not be kind of on edge with. Like, I don't know. In my experience, even if people say it, like I could tell like they not even comfortable really saying it.
But no, they're so uncomfortable with not saying it that they get uncomfortable when you say it.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Yeah.
it's weird. It's
Yeah,
very weird.
that's a
but like,
weird
say
situation.
like we sit and have a conversation and like a couple white people like walk by and they hear saying nigga and stuff like that. They gonna feel really uncomfortable.
Yeah,
after, so-
I've definitely been in that situation before, for sure. Like I say it, and like my white counterpart or whatever, you know what I'm saying, is uncomfortable with me saying it because it's because they're white. You know what I'm saying, so they feel uncomfortable even me saying it.
But I feel like the people that do that are also the people that respect the word and where it comes from and stuff like that. So like they just don't want to hear it at all.
Or they're the type just really racist and don't say it unless they get mad. It's a lot of them. They be
Especially
cool.
in the Xbox party chats.
Yeah, don't be in there. Don't be in there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm almost in a sense where as long as you don't mean any bad intentions behind it, then it should. I mean, I don't really care. I don't really care unless you know what I'm saying. Like he said, "Come here, nigga." You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, all right, old man, my daddy beat your ass. I asked my mama if she's ever said the N word before. She said no, but like I don't know.
It's one of the feelings like you
done
know.
I was like, even when you got real mad, ma, like
you ain't never called my dad a nigga.
I'm pretty sure when I asked her though, she was like, your grandma used to say it. Fuck my grandma. You know, my grandma used to call us monkeys when we was babies.
You used to think that was cute and shit.
Yeah, look at my little.
My grandma's monkey. Everybody looking like, oh shit.
My grandma used to be like, "Come here, monkey."
That's funny as fuck.
And then like, now that I'm older, I'm like, bitch. She's like, God rest her soul. She be like, look at my little monkeys.
You know what? Fuck you, Grandma.
Shit, you ever heard your parents say it at all?
No. I don't even hear my parents cuss.
I never heard your parents cuss either.
My mom has a couple times when she got like real pissed at me, and I've heard my dad only in like certain situations, but more to the sense when I'm older. But it's not like every conversation. It's like 101 of them. It's like maybe one or two in like whole conversation.
Like when they real mad. What about when they yell at each other? They don't cuss at all. I told you to put the damn thing on the stove.
Oh, my dad.
Something like that.
My dad just give her a look. My mom go quiet.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Hey, you ever heard your mama say it?
For sure.
Well, duh.
You think your pop said it?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, what makes it different then with having your dad around or not having him around?
I feel.
Yeah, do you think having like shit?
Cause you really got to experience both.
Yeah, cause my dad died at a young age. Damn, that shit just got add some raindrops or something. But yeah, my dad died at a young age, so I did get the experience, what it was like growing up through childhood, at least with a dad. Adulthood, no. Yeah. I mean, obviously my mom had a boyfriend or whatever. But shit, through adulthood, nah, it's almost like my mama taught me how to be a man. It's like I was raised by my mama. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, on a serious note, like I bought my mom Mother's Day and Father's Day presents.
Which I think is the best thing to do. Because like, just because she's a woman don't mean she can't father you too.
Yeah, that's my mom and my daddy all in one. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I need to think.
Yeah. I'm ready now though.
So like having a dad around, how you think that affects? Obviously, it didn't affect you at all, like in terms of going down the wrong path or nothing like that, because you obviously turned out very successful. But like, how do you feel for other people, or even obviously from personal experience? But how you feel it affects people in general? Your
situation was probably worse than mine because like I never knew what it was like. So like you can't miss something you never had.
That's
so
true
like,
as fuck.
I never really even felt it, honestly. Like,
how do you feel about? Oh, go ahead.
And then I had like my grandparents, uncle, like, so it wasn't even like that.
Was there other people like besides your mom that stepped in and took like a fatherly role?
That's what I was saying. Like my granddad, my uncle.
Yeah.
But I never really felt it.
How you think it affects other people? Like, what's the biggest effect you think it makes on people not having a father figure around, or a dad? I guess I'll say dad because other people can step up and be a father figure. Do you think it affects people at all?
It definitely affects people because there be people that's like 40, they got like daddy issues, I guess.
Yeah, women's with daddy issues.
I'm about to say, you think it affects women more than men?
Not having a dad? Yeah.
Women just turn into little nasties. They just turn into thing. You know what I'm saying? Girls be saying that now. Daddy issues. Like, little nasty ass.
I definitely feel like it affects them more.
It affects women more?
Yeah.
Why?
Because like...
I feel like it affects men more, but I'll let y'all get y'all. Yeah.
I think girls need like... I feel like it has to do with their self-esteem. It has to do with like a bunch of stuff. And I feel like they just go through life kind of not knowing certain stuff. Whereas a dude, like, for the most part, you gonna figure it out. And then, like, I don't know. I just feel like for a dude, it don't hit as much.
I think it's like gender type thing. So like a lot of men, they need their mothers around.
Yeah, that's
because their mother shows them how to, like the women's side of things and all that, is able to give them a different perspective with that. Just like how girls, when they're growing up, their father gives them a different perspective on like what to expect from men, like how to handle certain men, how to read certain men and stuff like that.
You don't think the mom does that though?
The mom can do that.
I mean, I feel like it's easier for a girl to have her mom because she's a woman.
But it is, but it's not, because a lot of girls grow up as daddy's girls. So it's like when a lot of girls are growing up, their dad is the one they go to the most. They do a lot of stuff with their mom because they can relate to them more. But like the other little things, it's like their dad is the caterers. Like when they sad and stuff, they go into their pops. They're not going to their mom. And a lot of moms, especially now with the younger generation of like having kids and stuff, a lot of them are trying to be too much of friends with their kids rather than actually parenting them.
But I feel like that's a side note, but I feel like that's something that's important too though. Like you can't just be like mom and daddy to your kid. Like me personally, like
you gotta
I'm
have
gonna be like my
relationship.
friend, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like it's
But
gonna be
you can't have that like I'm your best friend type relationship. You gotta have an open relationship to where it's like, okay, like we could talk about anything. You gotta be like pretty much able to accept anything that they tell you and stuff like that. But as far as like being their best friend to where it's like, oh, we're gonna go out to the clubs together, we're gonna go out like all this stuff.
Oh yeah, that's
like,
weird.
Yeah, like,
I know people like that too.
I know a lot of people like that. That's what it's a thing that's happening more and more. Like I see moms and daughters coming to the liquor store and stuff all the time,
that
talking
shit's
about
weird.
getting like
Going to parties together.
Going
to sit your old ass down and watch your stories.
Like I feel like that's OD. Like I understand hanging out. Like you can hang out with your mom. Like I can go hang out with my dad. I'll go fishing and stuff with him.
Yeah.
Like that's the friendship relationship type thing we have. But he's still gonna be the one that's giving me guidance. He's still gonna be the one that's like, oh, you doing right from wrong and stuff like that. So I think it's not even a friendship. It's almost like a brotherhood, even though y'all like father son. Yeah. So it's like your father is still gonna be the one that you gonna respect him because he's in that position.
So y'all think it affects a girl more not having her dad around? That's what y'all was saying, right?
I think it's both. So it's like, say you grew up with your dad instead of your mom, right? Say like God, I hope it don't happen, but like say something happened to your mom, right?
Or just say like the roles were reversed.
Yeah. Like it would be different because you know how your mom was able to raise you now, and compared to how your dad was raising you before. So it's like you still gonna be missing part of that what your mom was able to teach you that your dad couldn't.
I feel like the only thing that could have happened there was having a mom around almost teaches you a more sensitive side, and as a man, you know what I'm saying, the stigma is like you're not supposed to have a sensitive side, but every man has a sensitive side no matter what it is.
For sure.
I feel like that's the only thing, because like my dad was the type shit, I fall down, boy, you better stop crying if I give you something to cry about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm playing football, I get hit hard, that shit hurt, boy, you better stop crying if I give you something to cry about. My mom on the opposite side is like, it's okay to cry, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the only difference thing that my dad could have did that my mom, or vice, you know what I'm saying?
Flip that now, so like females, when something happens to them, who's the one that's being sensitive and stuff going to cater for them?
Their dad.
It's their dad. You see what I mean?
Facts.
It is, but I don't know, I just feel like it affects boys more not having their dad around, because
it affects the masculine side. So it's like the side that makes them to ideal men. Like, but don't get me wrong. There's mothers out there that can raise a man. And,
I was gonna say
no
that.
problem.
Shit, my mama did.
Yeah.
Your mama did.
So it just depends on the I don't know. That's tough.
It depends on the parents. Like, there's just like y'all, like you growing up without your father and stuff, but you grew up successful, like everything, like you not getting in trouble or nothing like that. It depends. That's your mom. Yeah. That's your mom. Your mom was a strong woman. Appreciate so like, so like, or is a strong woman. No, I'm sitting there saying was, but like. Not a lot of people were blessed with that. So a lot of people that actually struggle from not having like a father or a mother, a lot of them were making it an excuse because they was like, oh, I'm gonna do bad because they weren't there to teach me that, even though they already know right from wrong, but that's just a crutch they can gotta lean on.
I feel like people, they get love from like outside sources more than they do in the house,
and that's what makes them attracted to the outside stuff. So like people that's growing up without love in the household, they going out to games and stuff, getting involved with them because they feel like that's love, but it's not. They don't know what love is. So
That's for like without having a dad in a sense.
That's like having parents, any parent in general. Like if you're not getting love in the house, like both your parents could be there. I done seen it happen. Both your parents is there, but they too occupied with their own personal things rather than their actual children. That they're not getting the love and care and everything that they deserve. So like, where they gonna get it from? When they feel like they want to be wanted, they gonna go out to the streets. Women a lot of times end up with a lot of men, and then men end up in gang members. So I'm not saying that women it can be flipped too, but like just saying like that's like what a lot of people are accustomed to.
I think the reason that I feel like it affects the man more because it can all be I guess it's all different for your circumstance. Like your mom, you know what I'm saying, you were without a dad since a baby. From growing up, I think. So did your mom teach you how to like? I guess like I said, it's different because your mom, she always had to do it. Like take shit apart, put it back together, put up a ceiling fan, do some electricity work, shit like that, hardware.
That could go both ways though, cause like I have my granddad who taught me most of that stuff, but I kind of learned a lot of that stuff on my own too if I wasn't paying attention to him. So that's the other, I guess, benefit. Because it's like, I feel like there's times where people have their dad, but they rely on their dad a lot for stuff. Mm-hmm. So then it makes it harder once you become grown to like learn certain shit.
Yeah, I feel like in my situation, my dad was the type like, he'll walk in the kitchen or something, see my mama trying to fix it. He'd be like, go sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? And my dad would get down there and do it. Or like, and then I used to go on job site. When I was growing up, my dad was an electrician, construction worker, all that shit. The hard working shit, hands dirty shit. Not me, my hands clean. But I can't do that. She had luck. My girl had luck.
He had some stubby, rough hands.
Gorilla hands.
You shake them joints, like your hand be about to squeeze off.
And like growing up in elementary school, when my dad would come pick me up from like after school, like all my friends would, I want to shake his hand because he'd squeeze the fuck out of this shit. But like, yeah, like, so I've been on job sites and shit with my dad, and it's like, I learned how to do all that electricity shit. Like, nigga, I could take this ceiling fan down and put it back together, put it in a new one, like all by myself. I can install outlets. I can do, and as a kid, like having my dad do shit like that. And I remember vividly, like 13 years old. I used to take my TV apart and put the shit back together. Just like that's the kid I was, taking shit apart. Put my mama walk in my room, my Xbox is in pieces, just because I wanted to take it apart. But I feel like in my situation, like if my dad wasn't there to teach me that stuff, I mean, obviously. Mom, I know you gonna watch this. You could have did it. I trust you. You could have took all that, fix everything that needed to be fixed. But like the fact that you didn't have to, like my dad did all that. It's like, I don't know. I just feel like there's certain stuff a mother can't teach you that having a dad around can teach you. And I guess it's vice versa too. Like you said, if the roles were reversed, there's certain stuff my mom could teach me that my dad couldn't teach me. I just feel like maybe, like I said, it's just my situation. I just feel like it's more. It hits a man harder or a boy harder than not having his dad there than a girl not having the dad there. And like I said, it's all different for different circumstances. Obviously, you're the only one that can speak on having both. Yeah. But it is what it is. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I know definitely your situation. Fuck them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Man. It's life. Mine just a little different. But
I'm about to say we all different because he's all his life. Yours is like
partial.
Half your life, and then mine is my whole life.
It's partial.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a damn. It just depends on the situation, man. I don't know. Damn.
I just don't think nobody should be using it as a crutch. Like just because your parents weren't there for you or something like that. Like don't make it an excuse to not go do you.
Not be successful. Yeah. Shit. Living proof.
Yeah.
Shit. Living proof. Living proof, you know what I'm saying? This is all we all living proof that whether you got both parents, one parent, 1.5 parents, because mine was half my life. That shit, you don't have what it takes to be successful. We're all 3 successful, very successful young men. We all doing our own thing. All of us are out of the house, grown men. Shit, kid on the way, kid coming soon. Psych. Nah, but yeah, for real, I think that might wrap it up. I appreciate y'all for watching. I'm sure they appreciate y'all for watching.
For sure.
We're gonna keep the content coming. Try to get a little more rapidly, more every so often for y'all, so y'all not waiting so long. Blame them.
Damn.
And
Nah, we definitely gonna ramp it up a little bit and get some more out for y'all, a lot more frequent. But yeah, I appreciate y'all's support. That's gonna do it today for Z3 and Bane and Zay and Sight, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.